of course, you can use mine at Koinge Jeff. The hashtag we're using tonight, Africa's finest. Let's start tweeting. Let's start laughing. Gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was that for an intro, bro? I want to go to the show. I want to hear that. Can we hear that?
I don't need a landlord like Jeff. Like, oh my.
Funnier than I thought. Graphics on the screen at the same time. Was that like rolling?
Right. So, Carl, wow. How did you become a comedian? How did you do it? How do you start?
Wow. Economic decline in Zimbabwe. Too many
That'll make you
potholes.
funny.
There's lots of jokes. I mean, like, look at where we're coming from. 36 years of jokes and humor. I mean, I had to capitalize. It was a minefield.
So being in Nairobi is a big deal for you?
Yeah, it is. It is. Electricity, water, it's great. And it's totally awesome. But, you know, getting into comedy was great because my dad was a comic anyway. So
is that right?
Yeah, so I'm a second generation comic.
Was he funny?
Yeah, he was funny, but he did it for free. So I waited until he died, and then I stole his jokes. Because then he can't come after me. You know,
can't
like in
plagiarize.
inheritance, you can't. Yeah,
You can't plagiarize.
Yeah.
Like
just
Melania.
sitting there as an ancestor.
You
above
can't do a
me and
Melania.
Yeah, you can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dalisa.
Yes.
So you spent time in Kenya growing up.
Yes, I did.
Go
I
on.
went to school here. I went to Kenton College.
Hello.
Back in the day.
Hello.
When I was this big. And then I moved, you know, just hit and run.
And now you're based in London.
Yes, exactly.
But you perform all over the world.
All over the world. Wherever they will pay me. I'm like a comedian. I'm like the comedian version of a mercenary. I have no morals.
Or a prostitute.
Exactly.
Oh, you know, whichever way you want to look at it.
I sell my soul. My soul.
It's open for many people. No, not a different. No, I'm just kidding.
But yes. And so this time, back in Kenya, good to be back.
Yeah. MC Jesse.
Yeah,
Oh my.
I was in Kenton College too.
We're taking over.
Yeah,
Yameru.
And
yeah, from Meru. Meru.
give him the mic. Give him the mic. Give him the mic.
Yeah, I was in Kenton College too.
Did you just pass through, or you actually attended?
Jeff, sinile ya pale Rongai watu wanapitia hapo. Kenton College. I was there.
Karen.
Yeah.
Ilikuwaje?
He performs in London.
Right.
I perform in America.
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 So you are American.
American, yeah. For real, man.
So who's going to win
We
your
are
election
international.
in November?
Who's gonna win?
Yeah.
One of the two guys. Those guys competing?
Yeah.
One of them.
Is going to win.
It's gonna be the
For
governor.
sure.
Yes. One of the guys. Yeah.
Let me jump to Sleepy.
Yeah.
Sleepy,
Yeah.
you just look like you're happy to be on this show.
I'm so happy I made it. The last time I was here, I was
Yeah.
a waiter, you remember?
You were serving water and tea and all that stuff.
Yeah, and everybody has been here. Everybody has been here.
Sleepy, your dreams are valid.
Super valid. Thank you, Jeff. Can I hug you?
No.
I made it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you guys can see me. Churchill, my shade is here. Like, seriously? I'm glad to be here.
Aman, talk to me, man. So, how did you get into this, Aman?
Well, comedy is basically, for me, it's been bombing and lots of tears to reach where I am right now.
Go on.
Lots of tears, so much crying, the depression and then the sadness it's what makes a good comic.
Were you that bad, or?
I was bad. No one starts amazing, okay? No one. If you start amazing, you'll fall fast.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
So I started bad and you improve. Yeah.
Where did you start, Aman?
In USIU, the ever shrinking USIU, if I can say. People are grabbing land, man. It's so cool, man. Yeah, but yeah. So I did in the cafeteria. I bombed. Next level, I cried.
Would they boo you?
No, kinda. They clapped me off. Kenyans are polite like that. They
Yeah.
clap you off.
Yeah.
It happened like twice, and then it was Culture Week, and a mentor was coming. They said, you can go 5 minutes. I was like, sure, let me embarrass myself in front of the biggest comedian in Kenya.
Yes.
So I did my 5 minutes, and it was good. And then the rest is...
Did he like you? Did he like your stuff?
He does, yeah, he did.
And
did
now
like-
you perform regularly on Sundays.
I'm actually quite popular. I don't know why you're asking.
Yeah, maybe in Parklands.
Whoa, dude, like I'm pretty sure Kariobangi people know me, man.
Oh, Professor Hamo,
Oh yes. Wow.
where's the tie?
Wow.
Where are the books?
Wameniadhimisha. Let me tell you. I care about the head more than the book. I have to be both. I look African. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I always carry my books of
Shikilia mic katikati napiga kelele nasikia.
Oh.
Pole.
Nishikilia.
Hapo.
Yeah.
Asante.
Sio kuzoea.
Umetoka wapi wewe?
Wow. Yes. Wow. Come again.
Yeah, so how did you start, Prof?
I don't know if I started. Nilijipata tu nikiendelea. I was talking, watu wanacheka na shagaa ni nini. Until I met Churchill, he said you can be paid to do this. I said okay.
Where were you doing it first?
Yes. Nilianzia nyumbani because
Nyumbani wapi?
Nakuru. You know my mother is a comedian. My mother is a funny woman. Because alikuwa anaweka mitego kila saa. You know, ukiwa mtoto Mwafrika, kwanza Kenyan, if you see your mother call you smiling, hey, come. You know this is a trap. You already know something. I did something in the house, so I'm going to get a beating. So alinisaidia sana with such kind of calling. I knew. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come playing. So I used to play. Okay, play is not play. Like play in.
Okay.
You get my idea?
Right, okay.
Yeah. So ease of it to instances like those brought me here. I think I stumbled onto it, and here I am. I'm teaching, and people are laughing, and I'm enjoying it. I'm being paid. Oh my goodness! Wow. And by the way, with such kind of a voice, I mean, you can say anything silly and sound intelligent.
That's why they call you Prof.
You.
Oh, me.
With your voice. Oh. Yeah, you can say anything.
Yeah.
As
I can
stupid
even say,
as.
oh my.
Oh, a millipede has so many legs. Oh, that is intelligent. I mean,
requests. We should just get him to say.
Hamo,
Yes.
do you know Jeff anaweza kukutusi in that kind of a voice unamwambia asante?
yeah, it looks so
Toka
important.
hapa. Taka. Then you say thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I've been waiting for that.
Asante.
Oh, Asante. Oh,
Uko na ujinga sana. Thank you.
Jeff. Oh, honored.
Churchill.
Yeah.
Churchill.
That's
You
bro-
brought these people together, man.
No, they work them up.
Come on, man.
Seriously.
Okay, for people who don't know your story, I mean, well, umetoka mbali, he's come from far. This guy was, you know, you come from far.
Usiwashtushe sana
wacha niwashtushe.
wataona ni kama sitawalipa. I'm telling him not to scare you off.
Yeah.
I don't live far from here.
Whenever people talk about me, I don't know what they're saying, and they laugh.
Yeah.
I feel they must know something.
Really? Yeah.
But Churchill.
Yes, bro.
Did you ever think you'd get to where you are now, when now you're promoting Africa's finest, Africa's funniest?
Yeah.
You're putting them on a stage. Did you ever think?
No, I think some things, you see, the Bible says you plan, but God directs your steps. So,
I'm sorry, where in the Bible does it say that?
somewhere.
Somewhere in between.
In between the pages. Somewhere, all right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, somewhere. So you have to keep on doing what you're good at. And with time, I think it takes care of itself.
Yeah, 15 years, Churchill. You just celebrated
Right.
15 years the other day. Do you ever get tired? Do you wake up saying, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm tired of comedy.
Yeah.
I want to move on.
Yeah.
I want to go into farming.
My inspiration comes from my role model is my Baba Kinyozi from One Stop Barbers. Big fans of your program, Robert. It's called Robert Wawero.
Are they watching now?
And Joe.
He cut
and
my
Joe.
hair
He cut your hair?
today. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
so good. at doing
He's
this,
so good,
this
eh?
style.
Yeah.
Did he give you a massage?
I got everything. Like nothing left. Yeah, but it was awesome.
Anaitwa Wawero?
Yeah, and it's Robert.
Roba.
Yeah. He told me, have you ever seen me not report to work for the last 8 years? I've been shaving you. So he has like 20 clients every day. We've never missed Robert.
Every day?
Yes.
He's been to work.
He's been to work.
Wow.
Senor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were there ever moments that you thought, you know what, this crowd is not reacting? Because you said you performed in Indonesia,
Yeah.
you know, parts of Asia, Europe, the US,
He performed, you performed with Trevor Noah.
with Trevor, and with Trevor Noah as well.
Yeah, everybody. But it makes me wonder, what am I doing here? I've performed with all these famous people and they've left me behind.
You performed with me.
I performed with this guy too. I performed with Sleepy, and he never stopped. He had to be dragged off stage. And I was like, is that why they call him Sleepy?
Yeah.
Okay, first let's talk about Trevor Noah. I mean,
Yes.
he's
Oh, he's
phenomenal, isn't he? I
brilliant.
mean,
He's phenomenal.
let's
I can
face
tell you the truth is, even when we were I worked with him before he was famous. But even then, everybody knew this guy, he's not one of us.
Are you serious?
He was already leaps and bounds ahead. It was absolutely amazing.
So it didn't surprise you
Not at all.
his successes to date?
Not at all.
Daily Show, you know, performing across the world. He's a big, I mean, it's a big ticket.
Yeah.
We went to Robben Island when I was working with him on a tour. That morning, we went on the tour. That night, he did 5 minutes of jokes about that. You've got to understand, comedy takes time.
Yeah.
It takes me a week, 2 weeks to. He did it that night. I was just like, this guy, just go to America. You're taking all the African jokes. He's brilliant.
Really?
And inspiring, though.
Yeah.
Very inspiring.
Carl, are there other Trevor Noahs out there?
You know what? It's absolutely incredible how the circuit has blown. And one of the interesting things about what Trevor Noah did is that it accelerated people taking a focus on seeing what's in Africa. And even every time that I've traveled, I'm continuously surprised at the African comics that are there. I've been fortunate enough with Daliso to have performed all over the continent as well. But every time, there's always like a new face, there's always a new someone who's coming out. And what's happening now is you're now seeing this like revolution that's happening in African comedy, more than just like a few pockets.
Are
that
they
happening.
funny?
Absolutely, they're incredible.
Are they talented?
Yes, they are. Now we just need a few with your voice, and then we're sorted. We're done. Yeah, we're sorted. Yeah.
Jokes that are bombed, crowds that are booed. Have you experienced that?
When I started, and you see, you've got to understand, like, I was going to be a computer programmer. I had a life plan. So every now and then when they're booing you, you're just, what did I do? I could have been paying comfortably. I could be working for Apple. What am I doing? But then on the flip side, when it's amazing, there's no other job like it. You go home on top of the world, and it's worth it. And the more years you do it, the less and less the boos happen. I haven't been booed in years.
Is that right?
Yes.
Jesse.
That's not a challenge.
Okay, say something funny then.
Say something funny? Okay, so you know, my girlfriend is always saying relationships take sacrifice. So I killed a chicken.
You called her?
I killed a chicken. It's a short joke.
MC Jesse. If it wasn't for the Churchill show, because we don't have many platforms here, let's face it, there's not many platforms in Kenya. If it wasn't it, what would you be doing?
I'll be in Meru.
Okina, Veve.
Yes. Chewing. Mira. Mira is like tea leaves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'll
You know
Mike
cat.
Imezimo, chukua hii mic. Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
You know cat.
Go on.
Mira.
Yes.
Yeah.
We chew it
Right.
and we feel nice. Just nice. So I would be doing that.
You would.
I used to chew.
But did you know you were funny growing up?
No. Guys around me used to laugh, but I didn't know whether I was funny. Guys just used to laugh, and when I came to Nairobi looking for something to do, I had some guys who used to laugh at me. And when I went for Churchill show, Jeff, for sure, nobody laughed at my jokes. I'm sure nobody laughed. You know, I had a Meru accent.
Right.
Now, Nairobi girls, Kiambu girls, have made me understand and know how to speak English very well.
Yeah.
Carl, if you came like 2 years ago, Daliso, trust me, you didn't have understood what I'm saying. I was talking like I don't even know whether you understand what I'm trying to say, but it was there.
Yeah.
It was there. And guys used to laugh.
Yeah.
Just laughing. But when I went for Churchill show, the first few days nobody laughed. They laughed at me. Like after you leave the stage,
Yeah.
guys laugh a lot,
Yeah.
and then they say, "Hey, comedy ni ngumu." And then unasikia when you're walking away, you're hearing that guys
Yeah.
telling you that comedy is hard.
MC Jesse, you know what? I still don't understand what you're saying.
Acha nikwambie bro, you have to understand it.
Mweleze na Kiswahili.
Unaona saa hii ndio umenifurahisha. I'm very happy. I'm very happy, and you better understand. Jeff, usinikasirishe.
But you're my
Usinikasirishe bro. Hata sijakasirika. No.
Wewe ni Mumeru?
No, sijakasirika. I'm very happy.
Wapi panga?
Unataka kuona? Unajua niko na kikombe yako hapa nimeweka kama silaha. Nani amechukua? Nani amechukua kikombe?
Aman, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Nairobi.
You're Nairobi boy.
Mimi mtu wa Kenya, bro.
Lakini, you know, city boy.
No, yeah. South B.
Aha.
Yeah, hapo ndio mtaa.
So people from South B are watching you now. They're saying, it's that little Aman kid.
I hope. I don't know, but I hope they're saying that, man. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I like to stay on the down low. You know, low key. I'm a very low key person.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
people don't recognize me, but it's easier. It's easier with the turban. I'm like the only turban guy in my area, so they're like, "Oh, you're either on TV or you're Aman." So I tell them I'm both, and they're like, "Wow." Yeah. Pay rent, please. Yeah. 2 for 1.
Gentlemen, we're going to take a break, come back, talk some more about the Laugh Festival tomorrow night
Right.
at Carnival. Gates open at 6 o'clock, Churchill.
That's right.
And then performance still all night long.
Till midnight.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Somebody say, oh my.
Oh my.
Wama.
Hey, Carl. Extinguisher, you ready for it?
Yes, yes.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I am.
You sure?
Yeah,
This
I
is
am.
not Zimbabwe, okay?
Yeah.
This is legal.
It's not.
You're going to get arrested.
Musa.
All right. Just to get your feel, you know, is it?
Mugabe is your friend.
This-
Mugabe is your friend.
oops.
Mugabe is your friend.
This is how it
Mugabe is
works.
your friend.
Sleepy, I'm not responsible for any
Right,
hospital
okay,
bills.
Mugabe can't help.
You are watching Jeff Koinge live at the Villa Rosa Kempinski here with Africa's finest and funniest comedians. And yes, the person hosting them all, the showcase, Kenya's arguably funniest comedian and entertainer, and a modest guy indeed, Daniel Ndambuki, aka Churchill. By the way, did you know that mine and Kingangi was trending for the last 2 days?
Don't listen to that station. you never catch me.
How'd you know it was the station?
Yeah, I mean, people talk about it all the time, but you can never catch me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's really entertaining, huh?
I don't know, man. I prefer listening to my own kind of music
Which is?
at home. How's that guy doing, by the way?
Oh, Minor.
Yeah.
You tell me after we come back from the break. We'll be back. Keep tweeting at Mwalimu Churchill, at Koinge Jeff, the hashtag Africa's finest. Jeff Koinge Live takes a break. We'll be back in a moment. And welcome back to Jeff Koinge Live at the Villa Rosa Kempinski on this Inspiration Thursday. And you know, when times are tough, when you feel like you can't go on, sometimes you need to laugh. Sometimes when schools are burning out across the country, as someone said on Twitter, the only show that needs to be burning is JKL. And once in a while, we need to laugh at ourselves. And that's why Daniel Ndambuki, aka Churchill, has brought together Africa's best and brightest, the funniest and finest comedians from Zimbabwe to South Africa, from Rwanda to Uganda to DRC, Uganda, you name it, all getting together Friday, tomorrow, July the 29th, Carnival Gardens at the Dome. It's going to be huge. Gates open at 6 o'clock. Tickets from 2,000 to 4,000 shillings. Spread the word. It's going to be a rib-cracking night. And we've got some of them on the show tonight. And are they funny? We've got Carl Ube. Is that the one? Ube. There you go. All the way from Zimbabwe. We've got Daliso Chaponda from Malawi. Churchill, of course, in the house. Sleepy's on the far end. Professor Hamo back there. Aman. Yeah, the mechanic. Kalasinga. No, I'm sorry. Comedian. Is in back. And of course, MC Jesse. Tweets coming in thick and fast. Keep tweeting at Mwalimu Churchill, at Koinge Jeff, the hashtag Africa's finest. Let me read a couple of tweets, gentlemen. You're going to love this. Cecilia Williams says, wow, loving the show. Mwalimu Churchill with Africa's finest. You are amazing. You.
Retweet that.
Catch Karaoke says, the show is on fire. Tell Churchill thank you for keeping us laughing all these years. Wow. There's one about MC Jesse. Someone's really, Oh, Nixon Nginya says, you've made my night. Jeff, thanks for inviting Professor Hamo. Watu wa South B hawana simu Hauna bundles? Ni bundles on nini?
Wapaklas.
They're still inside their shops.
We can't do it.
I think I'm out.
We want to do it. Why we will do it?
I think I'm outnumbered over here. Guys, like, come on, be on my side. Don't be like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Carl. When you pronounce your name, and you know it's a tongue twister.
Yeah, it is.
You can ruin your lips or tongue, right? What kind of reaction do you get, especially in Eastern Africa?
Yeah. I
Just say
think-
it again. Just say it again.
Okay, so it's called Joshua Ngube. Ngube.
Ngube.
Yeah, so I had to add my middle name just to complicate that last bit, just in case there was someone else who could pronounce it properly. They run out of A in the middle, and yeah, because
So what's the middle name?
Joshua. Yeah, so Carl Joshua Ngube.
Ngube.
Yeah,
Man.
it's terrible for these guys to put it on a poster.
I know.
It's like not enough.
No, they say NQ.
Yeah, NQ. Yeah, NQ.
I'm a funny guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell me about some of the other comedians, Daliso. There are others. I
Yes.
mentioned Zimbabwe, Rwanda, Uganda,
Exactly.
South Africa. Go on.
So the guy from Congo is called Eddie Kadi. He actually lives in England, and so I work with him a lot. And he is insanely funny.
Really?
He's crazy, and he's also madly ambitious. Before he was well known, he decided to take the O2 Arena, which is this gigantic arena, and book it himself, like he's Chris Rock. And he filled it.
No.
Yeah, he just went crazy on the social media. He's funny, and it's absolutely
And
amazing.
he's Congolese?
Congolese.
Like Kofi Olomide?
Ex-
My bad.
Well, it's like you've seen the dark side. Now we're bringing the bright
bright
side,
side.
the funny man. And so he's going to come. And I got to tell you, you are not ready for the madness which he's going to unleash.
Is that right?
He's hilarious, right? Comedians are always afraid to follow crazy comedians. We're all scared of following him because he's brilliant. And then also from SA, they've got Ndumiso Lindi coming in, who's an amazing guy. He had a TV show in South Africa for a while. Very funny guy, very quick, very hip. He's cool. You know what I mean? Whenever I meet him, I'm like, I need to dress better. I need to
Is that
take
right?
some notes
Is
from
that
you.
right?
He's like the cover of GQ or
Hello.
something. Right?
And he's funny?
He's
Oh,
very
he's
funny.
hilarious,
He's
yeah.
very, very
Oh,
funny.
by the way, someone sent a tweet saying, "Where are the women? Where are the women comedians?"
You had an answer to that.
Ju-
Yeah, sorry.
Carl, no. Why are they looking at you?
Ah, yes. Oh, whoa. Right here, yeah.
Say in Kenya, ukona umama.
Yeah.
You say, I have umama. Umama is you're rich.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. In my language, that word is a bad word, actually.
So where are the women, Carl?
Yeah, well, you know the funny thing about comedy in Africa is a lot of the women are actually the bigger comics, like really busy. Like if you look at Ankansime, you're looking at Tumi Morake. These are like huge comics work like on tour and stuff. So it's kind of weird. Like I don't know how you'd be able to get them on a lineup. I'm sure they'll probably make it on some lineups, but they're like super busy because women in comedy, there's like Daliso was saying earlier, like there's not enough women in comedy.
Yeah.
But the women that are in comedy,
Yeah.
Jeez.
Top notch.
Geez, wow. I mean, they're incredible.
Churchill, someone was asking, how are you able to afford all these people, man? How do you do this? I mean, you don't listen to Mina and King Ange, so how do you afford this?
Yeah, I mean, they've not been paid yet. Yeah, that's why everyone has to come to the show tomorrow. Yeah.
How many people are
Very
you expecting, Churchill? How many does the dome fit?
Slightly over 2,000. Yeah,
Good crowd.
yeah, good crowd.
Standing room.
That should be enough. That should be enough.
And if this goes well tomorrow, then what's next?
So we have a second one, La Festival 2, and we see who comes back. I hope we have everybody on the show.
So
And
these guys might not come back.
no, you have,
So it better be
We'll
funny.
come back for
you're going
sure.
to come back. You're going to demonstrate.
I may not actually leave Kenya after tomorrow's jokes because if I say the wrong thing
Yeah.
about a certain
Yeah.
People.
Yeah.
our supreme
I will
leader,
I will stay
I
through.
may still be around for
I may
for the
stay too
second
because
one.
you know, ever since this Brexit stuff in England, there's more like anti-immigration, xenophobia stuff. So I might just be like, hey, Kenya,
Yeah.
I'm coming to join Carl. Hello.
You're coming
Hello,
home.
yes.
You're coming home.
Daliso, for sure, Jeff, you
Yeah.
know, he's from Zimbabwe.
Yes.
and he said he's not gonna leave.
Okay.
Their president has never left. It's
I
them.
may be here
It's
for
them.
36 years.
They never leave.
Yes.
Daliso, you're welcome. Don't leave.
Yo, Sleepy. Sleepy. So are you part of this lineup as well for tomorrow night?
Today, I'm part of the lineup. That's why we're here. The show had to include everybody. They wanted to include
Locals. But do you feel the pressure? I mean, these internationals, you know, the
No, they feel the pressure of meeting me. That's why I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're okay.
usione Simba kanyeshewa. Yeah. They needed everybody on the show. They needed a handsome guy. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
They needed somebody from the other side.
Yeah.
That's why Salvador is coming. And they needed mtu akona umama. That's why we have Kube. It's well represented.
Yes.
It's well represented. Yeah.
And my director wants his trousers back, okay, when you're done.
Goodness.
Okay, nataka long zake.
Okedi.
Yeah.
Mwambie hizi zake. Hizi ni za ule jamaa wetu wa jana. You know him, eh?
Matsaga.
Matsaga.
And by the way, Jeff,
Matsaga need to perform tomorrow.
Churchill, do you have space?
Carl is about to achieve
That's right, a
very
huge
big milestone.
Guinness Book of World Records, right?
Yeah.
Carl, go on, tell us about it.
Yeah, so I decided to do something dumb and go onto the Guinness World Record website looking for a stand-up comedy record I could break.
Right.
And I saw a record for most comedy nights in 30 days. So I applied, and 6 months later they wrote back to me and they said, yeah, sure, you can make an official attempt. So I decided I wanted to do 35 gigs, but I noticed on the conditions that I have to do the gigs in different venues. So I'll be doing 35 performances in 35 venues in 12 cities in 4 countries in 7 days.
What?
Yeah, so
Where?
on average.
Which cities?
Yeah, so I'm starting in Cape Town on day 1, and then I go to Joburg day 2, then I go to Harare for day 3, 4. Day 5, I'm on the road between Harare and Bulawayo, doing a couple of the smaller towns in Zimbabwe. So I do Bulawayo on day 6. Then on day 7, I do Victoria Falls, but also going to Botswana and Zambia on that same day. So on average, I'm doing 5 performances a day. Yeah.
For 7 days.
Yeah.
When are you going to do this?
In August. So from the 17th to the 23rd of August. That's the window I've been given to attempt the record.
Do me a favor. Talk to MC Jesse back there, because he has this stuff that they chew where he's from that'll keep you awake for 7 days.
Right. Okay.
Let me tell you that thing. You do
Do they have it in
70.
liquid form?
Yeah, it has some liquid in it. We have the mango flavor, orange flavor, and the like. So you can take the one you want, and with that, you'll be awake for 7 days.
Straight
7 days.
You'll break that record in a minute.
It's not a drug.
No.
Yeah, if people insist it's a drug, tell them it will drag you from poverty to riches.
This is awesome. From poverty to riches. I thought the only way to get from poverty to riches is getting 310 on your M-Pesa. I don't know. I thought that was one way.
310?
It's the way.
Professor Hamo. So there's a lady there who really she's very happy that you're on the show.
Wow. I told you. Si lazima uende kinyozi ndio upendwe. Just jiwachilie. You know, the problem with many relationships nowadays, people are too uptight. You need to relax. They are like me. I mean,
are you relaxed, Prof?
Very relaxed. But my landlord, I told you I'm going to pay you. These are signs. I'm sitting with Jeff. Jeff, look at the camera. Just tell him he's going to pay. He's good.
Nimongeleshe.
Mwambie.
Uko live.
I am going. Unless fikiria ni Photoshop. I'm here. Let me tell you, I'm here. Yes, uzuri yako ulinisaidia by the way. You really helped me.
Ata extend another mwezi mwingine.
Please,
if
you can do this monthly. Nitage tu unapita hapa.
Kwani Churchill hakulipi?
Na nilipa. Lakini ni majukumu. You know, kuna an African proverb that says if you see food on the table and no one is there.
Yes.
Labda imewekwa sumu. Usikule. Because you cannot have food without people around it.
Correct.
Yeah. So
Professor, let me ask you a serious question.
Yes.
Mbona watoto wanachoma mashule?
I think I told Matiangi.
Yes.
He's a good friend of mine. I told him. Look,
you spoke to him?
Yes. I told him kuna kitu inaharibika. What you're doing to kids. Wanaeka getheri paraffin. Sijui kama umeona hiyo. Iko na getheri inanuka harufu ya mafuta taa. You're giving them the spirit to burn things. Unaona? A burning spirit, a burning desire. Ndio wengi wao asikupochoma shule anakuja kufugua choma zones huku. Have you seen choma zones everywhere? Sijui kama umeona, it's a system. But but I think there's another problem.
Yes.
People have been told kaeni shule longer than usual. You have seen they
Yes.
have revised
Yeah.
They have revised it. I have nothing to say about the revision. All I have to say is this: if we can change how people feel about school, yes, if we can make schools be a place where people get to know who they are, you know, a journey, a beautiful journey to know who you are. Kwa mfano, mimi I dropped out of school after Form 2, but I kept going back Form 4. So between there, I kept going. Lakini sijui inaendelea nini. I used to I kept going for 2 years. But yes, I had dropped out. I said, okay, thank you. I have graduated. I just jumped at Form 2. I said, hooray, hooray, hooray. I finished school. But I kept coming at Form 4. Why? I didn't know what I was doing there. Because everybody was saying, I'm going to a university, I want to do this and that. And I would wonder, what am I going to choose here? Because I cannot see anything that has mchezo in it. So I chose that I want to do biological sciences. I said, but I was supposed to be a don in the area of stupid ontology. That was my area. I wish we had that from the word go. I wish we have that in our schools.
Yes.
Yes.
Is it Don in there?
Area of stupid ontology. It's the study of human stupidity.
Yes.
I see it, I expose it,
And you
we laugh
see
at
it every day, don't you?
every day.
Human stupidity.
I look at you and I see stupidity. There is stupidity. No, everywhere. It's just a figure of speech. Yeah. Like, what were you doing in the place? I've been thinking. You know,
Muulize mambo ya maandazi.
Mandazi.
yes, by the way, I was a very good cook.
Where?
Mandazi, Nakuru. I
Las
was a
Vegas.
Las Vegas. You know, you sound like unaongea ni kama kuna kitu kingine unafanya apart from speaking. Las Vegas. Hey, sir. Why are you harrowing? What is wrong? So, I used to cook mandazi. Unajua mandazi, shida ya mandazi hakuna masaa ya kulala. You cook the whole night, asubuhi unaenda kuuza, unarudi kabla ulale kidogo unakumbuka kuna watu uliachia pesa na lazima uende. So at some point kwa hiyo wiki unajipata unaendesha baisikeli autopilot. I used to naendesha hivi, najua hii ni duka, nikikata hii kona hii ni duka ya Mama Shiro. I know. So nasimama na ndio hii duka and I sell, natoka nalala tena nikiendesha. I could not, God is so good. You are just marvelous wherever you are. You are marvelous what you did to me. So watu wa Madadhi, more respect.
Shout out, eh?
Shout out to watu wa Madadhi.
So, Prof,
Yes.
can you still make a good mandazi today?
Yes. Let me tell you the beauty of comedy. You know, after struggling with Madadhi, I became comfortable at that point. But I said I want something more. So I said, let me try entertainment, and it worked out. But I just said, if it doesn't work out, at least I know how to cook mandazi.
Fall back.
I can fall back to mandazi and make the best of them. So tomorrow you can have a few pieces of my mandazi.
Aman, there's not too many people from where you come from who do this in Kenya. You know that. You're a rarity. You are. You know this.
I know.
What do people in your community think of what you're doing?
Oh, well, they don't accept it easily for now.
Really?
Especially my father, yeah.
Oh.
But
When he first saw you on TV or on stage.
Then he's like, Aman, you're my favorite son. I'm his only son. Like, Aman, you're my favorite son, my favorite child, by the way. When he saw him, before TV, he's like, Aman, you studied marketing, but you're doing comedy. No one's laughing. Stop it. Stop embarrassing your family. But then I was like, no, Dad. The heart wants what it wants. Then like comedy. First time on TV, completely different man. He learned Swahili. I don't know how he did that. After one day, me coming on TV, just so he can handle the questions people ask him.
In the community.
Yeah.
What's the reaction?
Well, most of them are loving it now. I get videos from countries, especially from like London. Videos sent to my mom. Like, do you know this boy? To my mom, they're asking her, does she know me? And it's actually it's fun. It's fun knowing that people out there in London know me. I'm sure. Do you know Harjinder Singh from London? I don't know. Yeah, I get videos back of
Is
me
that
doing
right?
performing. Yeah.
Don't you find that happens with, I think, a lot of comics? It's happened in your life where
Go on.
you realize that this comedy has become a thing. When someone sends your mom a video of someone they think is either looks like you, or
Right,
they think,
and they're not sure.
Yeah, because my mom actually got a video sent to her, and someone was asking, Carl should watch this guy because this guy, you should really follow what this guy is doing. And then there was a video.
And this
of
guy
me.
is Carl?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
And I'm having my revenge on my dad because you see, my dad didn't support me at all when I was starting out, right? And I became a comedian. I do jokes about him, and he's a politician. Now people heckle him with my punchlines. It's great.
What do you say about your dad, Daliso?
No, so I do a joke about how he always was telling me to apply myself, get better grades.
Yeah.
To cut it short,
Yeah.
the joke ends with me saying, well, Malawi, we've got food shortages, people are on strike. Dad, you should apply yourself. So now other people in the cabinet of Malawi go to him and say, apply yourself, apply yourself. And so it's become his little punchline.
Yeah.
And that's the great thing about comedy, is that it infiltrates the brain. And so people will remember what we say forever.
Absolutely.
In a way you don't.
Are there any sacred cows, Carl? Because at first you said, the supreme leader you talk about back in your country, we all know who is.
Yeah.
Are there any sacred cows, people you cannot talk about because of obvious things?
Just the president. He's the only person that we cannot talk about.
What about his wife?
She's the second person that we cannot talk about. Now that you mentioned that, she's not even a thought. You're not even. You can't even.
Are you
begin
serious?
to? No. That is just.
Daliso?
I think you can do jokes about everything. You just need the right angle, right? You can do
Okay,
jokes about...
if you go back to Malawi,
Yes.
your next tour of Malawi,
Yes.
can you do whatever you want like
I
we do?
do it. Now, I'm not a fool. I don't go and insult anyone. Like, the
Oh,
trick is
you
this.
mean you're not
Don't
like us?
insult.
No,
Yeah.
this is the trick. If you want to make fun of the president,
Yes.
you don't make fun of the president. You make fun of the president's policy. And everybody knows you're talking about
Who's
the
connected?
president.
Yeah.
Aha!
So that's it. We learn the tricks.
So you learn to make fun not of who they are, but what they do.
For instance,
For example, wow.
Thinking on your feet.
Yeah, I think quick on my feet. So the one time I had to perform in front of the president at a wedding, and all of the ministers were sitting there. So I walked up to the president and I said, Your Excellency, all of the people in this room have been thinking the same thing. They've been whispering the same thing in the corridors. They're afraid to say it to your face, but I'm not afraid of you. I'm going to say exactly what everyone has been thinking. I'm going to tell you right now. Everyone in this room wants to find out if they can have a selfie taken with you. So, I mean, so you can imagine how much
his
tension,
bodyguards let you that
how
close?
much. Well, I was the MC, so that was my job. So one of his remarks at that function was that I better shorten my speech because that MC is quite a foxy one. Like he's always someone who's able to crack jokes. So I find if you make fun of the president when in his absence,
Yeah.
he's got lieutenants there that take offense much faster. I
Right.
believe he might be someone who's receptive
Yeah.
to that kind of
Yeah.
humor. I think still.
Yeah, did he know what a selfie was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
You
just
did,
checking,
you did.
just checking. MC Jesse,
Our
is there,
president is cool. Is it to change the president?
is there anything you can't say in your routine?
Nothing. I say anything that comes in my head. Yeah, I do that. Even in front of a president, our president. Right?
Have you performed in front of him?
Yes. Uhuru. Mugai. Kinyera.
Kenyatta?
He's my boy, yo. Yeah, he's my boy. Ushaiona vile na match tie.
Eh.
Yeah, he dresses nowadays
Noma.
so cool.
Noma.
After Obama.
Oh my.
He knows how to dress, man.
After-
a black suit,
Yes.
fitting.
Yes.
Matching with the white shirt inside. And the red tie. Matching with his eyes. That's my president. That's my president, yo.
You see that joke there?
Yeah.
In Zim there?
Yeah.
Wow.
You can.
Wow. I come to Kenya to make fun of other world leaders. I don't even touch our own. Like,
That's our president. He's cool, man.
Yeah.
He's cool. He laughs. at
Aman,
me.
what about you? Anything you can say?
Maybe the sacred cow, but no. I'm actually sick, so Kalasinga is nothing.
Yeah.
We don't have a sacred
Yeah, you
cow.
eat everything anyway.
We eat. I just ate pork and beef before I came here.
Was it good?
It was good. It was good, especially the pork. Yeah. But yeah, I say stuff anything that comes into mind, things that I like, I'm pretty sure most people like. So
Yeah.
I don't hold back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Professor Hamo, how about you? Can you talk about your governor in Las Vegas? Can you talk about him?
Yeah, but I don't know him so much, but I can talk about anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it affects society. Like, there is something I'm thinking about. We are praying for Southern Sudan. We don't want it to go the way
Yes.
it's going. Because I don't want to be tormented like I was tormented a few years ago. You know, I lived for 3 years next door to a shadow. I could not tell my neighbor, okay, because of the color. I would look at him and I didn't know exactly who he was. And you know, the children there grow up very fast. You
Yes.
can get a 3-year-old who is taller than me.
Right.
So you can find yourself talking to a toddler about very sensitive issues about the plot. Like one day I got out and I looked at this guy and I was saying, do you think we should get a dog or a watchman? He looked at me and said, and I wondered, what is wrong with this? So please, we need peace in Southern Sudan.
We
so
do
that
indeed.
yeah.
Well done. Sleepy, anything you cannot talk about?
As long as it's not blasphemous to God, I can talk about it.
Aha.
Yeah.
Have you performed in front of the president?
Yeah, perform in front of the president. Yeah.
How was it?
It was pretty cool. I feared joking about some things, but I had to let it out.
What did you say?
And he really liked it.
What did you say?
Huh? I that day I told him that there's something about her daughter that I don't know. I wanted to be the first born
I remember
of
that.
the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Akasema?
Security wasn't good with me that day. The eyes though. But I really like.
Na hujarudi State House since then, eh?
Tangu hiyo siku.
Yeah.
But I think now your boys like with him, and I know MC Jesse is lying. Tell him I wanna come back. I wanna come back, Mr. Wanna come back and apologize, and also kukujia rent. But I like our leaders. I like our president.
Yeah.
He's really open.
Yeah.
He's let guys to talk about him, to talk about his leadership,
Yeah.
to talk about what is affecting us. I also love Raila Odinga.
Mm.
He'll say everything
Yeah.
amazing. Sometimes, but he's very, very smart. Raila, very, very smart. He promises things, but you really don't understand what Raila has promised.
Right.
Say, watu wote wanakuja Love Festival, tutawapatia sasa. What is this? Very, very smart.
No, watu wanacheka.
Yeah. I love all world leaders.
Yeah.
I can talk about anything as long as it's not
Blasphemous. Good point. Gentlemen, we're going to take another quick break, come back, talk more about tomorrow and moving forward. What's the future of comedy, not just in Kenya, but the rest of Africa? Is the future good? Is it bright? You are watching Africa's best and brightest. That's right, the finest and the funniest, led by none other